take away what happened last time with one camera. First of all, that was screwy. And then we didn't really have... We were all crammed up here on the table.
We had, what, 6 people on the table?
Yeah.
It was
Tony, Matt, me.
It's all gonna come crumbling down. Dominos! Like a dirty king when you walk in, so full of sin.
Way too
Yeah,
intense.
6 people at the table.
A little tuned up. Fucking plastic.
Yeah, and we were all around the table.
Yeah,
and we were like passing around a GoPro. That was the first.
Yeah, that was...
So we got a better setup now.
Yeah, now it feels way more natural, too.
Well,
Especially
you
with all
guys
the
will
lights.
figure it out with all these podcasts.
Well, that was the
coming up,
point.
too.
It was to
Yeah.
learn. You know,
Right.
it's just like, hey, we have nothing and no idea what we're doing. Let's
Well, I'm actually
pass
super
around the
happy
GoPro.
we did the first one with you because we know you so well. Like, he knows the truck guys better than I
Right,
do,
right,
but
right.
Yeah.
we both know you, and it's kind of feels good because we can talk about stories. And,
I'll make you feel good.
yeah, you always do.
Your booty hole.
We have a different relationship.
Well, we were gonna
He
have.
can-
Were you here when we actually did our? I can't remember when we did our.
When the big
first
truck was
intro.
here?
No, I was not here. I was not here with the truck guys.
So my buddy, Justin, we call him Booj. His family owns a car customization. I'm butchering it, but basically they make anything look fucking amazing.
Right.
Right. So they lift trucks. They
Yeah.
whatever. So when I was talking to my buddy James, who did the trailer for us, I said, yeah, I'm just gonna try to get stuff. You know, it's like the shop is amazing, and I just called Booj. I'm like, if you're around, bring something. So he brought a literal monster truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
I saw it
You
on-
saw it on the thing, like
in the
an
promo.
actual monster truck. And PJ brought like a half monster truck. And PJ is another good friend of mine. He's works for Voodoo as well.
Right.
But yeah.
Well,
so-
one's the son of the guy who
Yep.
owned it, and one's a friend of his.
Right.
and that's
Yeah,
really-
Todd is the Justin Booj's dad, and that's he started the company, and then Booj is his son, and then PJ has worked with them forever. And Booj is actually Booj's sister is married to PJ, which is kind
Right.
of funny too. So I mean, it's their family.
That was all who's supposed to be here today, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
but kind of fell through, which is fine. We'll have them on a different show.
losers.
They're bringing a flamethrower,
Ooh.
which would be kind of fun. So we were thinking about.
What if I talked to Miles a little bit yesterday too, at Maylene's birthday party,
Oh, yeah?
and he said he thinks he could cut out not metal but wood. Cut out the wood. He'll cut out the wood design from the sound up, and hopefully it's snowing where we can bury it in the torso of the snowman, and then melt it, and then from the sound up thing is just in there
With
Oh,
the
that'd be
flamethrower.
like use that as
With the flamethrower.
yeah. It's like it's made out of propane.
So,
hooked to the thing.
for
It's
anyone
not,
who's
not
listening,
even that dangerous.
there will be a flamethrower
Yeah.
at some point.
We were also gonna take a guitar and fill it with firecrackers.
I remember
because
I remember that idea.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
you were
about
for that idea.
6, years
And
old
a half.
mentally.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
Oh,
get your
no,
driver's
anything-
permit next week.
yeah,
I still play with fire things.
I love it.
Like
Yeah.
you still play with it. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's just fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's the inner demons. It's fine.
Just burning them off.
Crystal Palace because you have to.
That's not an inner demon. That's
Oh,
like,
Marta, you know what? Fuck it. Go get me some Crystal Palace. Let's get this party
Crystal,
started.
Let's roll.
oh my god.
No.
Because
That was
you
a good
have
time.
to.
You know, at some
this is
point,
better.
you got to be able to cut that and throw it out there.
We'll
Some
bits and
outtakes,
pieces.
you know.
We'll let it out.
After
you
this
know?
season,
There's
you got the
It gets
outtakes.
dark. One day we'll end on a high. One day we'll bring it back down with some of that.
there's 3 minutes.
How we started.
3 minutes
Yeah.
of it in the middle of it. You go. You ever get a scab snorting too much coke? And that was when that's when that fucking roller coaster just went.
yeah. And then it was just crazy town ever since. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
Cocaine.
I mean, as
It's
a
a hell of a
learning
drug.
experience.
You know,
it
if
was
I would have
amazing.
had cocaine then, I would have been fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Fuck.
The fucking man though, keeping us down, right?
That's right. Fight the power.
Fight the power.
We needed some cocaine.
Yeah.
Maybe we need some blocaine now.
You know, there was a documentary. I watched how they make it, and there's like these kids with weed whackers in this big box.
What does a weed whacker have to do with
Because
cocaine?
they take the cocoa leaf,
Just-
and they put it in this big box, and then there's this kid going cutting it all up with his bare feet. Like, dude,
Wait,
That kid must be
with the weed whacker?
with a weed whacker. But see, I'm talking just the leaf, and then
well,
that
you're talking
leaf.
the original
still-
Coke, and then by the time it gets to us in Michigan, it's cut with like
No, no.
Clorox
Yeah.
and
Here's your baking soda. You high? You enjoying
Right.
that?
a little aspirin.
Diesel fuel, freaking anything you can think
No
of.
wonder it tastes like chemicals going down my throat.
It's
But it
battery
just-
acid. It is chemicals.
Yes, battery acid. Yes, they use battery acid. So then I'm wondering because I work at Interstate, and I'm like, anytime battery acid gets on me, I'm like, am I gonna get high right
I'll
now?
just snort it.
It's amazing.
It burns. It must be good. Shit.
This is good. This
That's
is good,
pure.
guys.
And cocaine, though, it keeps following me around.
Yeah.
You know
Chases
what?
me down.
You remember in school when you're like, you had the DARE program, and they're scaring the living shit out of you about all this stuff. It didn't work.
Well, no, of course
Most,
not.
and then now weed's legal, so then it's like, well, what did I spend my whole life? You should have told me about the harder drugs. You should have told me
just
about
told
that
me about
shit.
booze.
Or booze, yeah. But booze
Well,
is legal, so they are not
This
gonna.
is conspiracy theory time, but I've heard, I haven't fact checked this, but the biggest like contributors to like the DARE program and all those things
Are the
were alcohol companies and tobacco companies.
Ah,
Because
makes
they
sense.
want to draw a line that says these are the good drugs, nicotine and caffeine and alcohol. Here's the bad drugs.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
don't talk
weed
about
and
the-
LSD and stuff like that.
Well, I think, honestly,
And that's just
part of
good
this
lobbying.
whole 21-year-old legalization thing,
Yeah.
with cigarettes.
I think it was the cigarette companies going, hey, all these kids are smoking these vape cigs.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Let's make it 21 so they stop fucking doing that and they'll just smoke cigarettes.
And they'll
You know what I
spend their
mean?
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a weird one because they got to do something. It's like they work at a company and
Well, it was weird when they made that a law to be 21 to smoke cigarettes. I was like, I didn't realize they did it, and I was at 7-Eleven where I go all the time. She's like, asked me for my ID. I was like, you know me.
Yeah.
She's like, but I don't know if you're 21.
So do you
I was
get like
really?
an MIP if you're 18? And
No, it's
smoking a cigarette?
minor in possession of
fucking
of
cigarettes.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Like, that's insane.
Like I said, I think that's cigarette companies being like, hey, kids, stop vaping. Just when you turn 21, smoke our cigarettes.
Yeah. Or
Well, I think Great Britain just made menthol cigarettes illegal, too.
why? What's the point, dude? When you make things illegal, you just want to do it more. Like that's
Yeah.
really like when you were 16 and you couldn't drink. And you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it anyways." That's how I felt. I don't know. That's what we because
Well,
it
if
was
it's
bad. It
forbidden,
had
then
that
you don't want
that
it. It's like-
taboo
Right.
effect that made you want to go and try it.
Yeah.
Rather than
That's
all
why in like
bullshit to
Europe
me.
they like, oh, alcohol. I've been doing it since I was 6, and it's just
Or-
a thing we do. Oh, I have a glass of
In-
wine at dinner because that's
in
what you
one of the
do.
countries that you were able to name, Italy, they drink every day, all day long.
Yeah.
But they don't drink
They drink
a case
liquor.
of beer.
Yeah.
They'll
a
drink
glass of
wine
yeah.
at lunch, at breakfast, at dinner. But they just
Well, it's like the the Crystal Palace. It's like I'm not drinking this because I enjoy it. Like this isn't like wine. Like I'm gonna have some wine all day
I
because
wanna
I
get
enjoy wine. No, I need this.
Wouldn't that be
And,
funny if Austin
one
came?
way or another? I made a decision. I have money and I need this.
No, I have enough money to
Yeah.
do this.
Oh, I could have bought Tito's, guys. I just wanted to
Yeah,
go
but my
Crystal
point
Palace.
is you're looking for the most efficient alcohol for
Yes.
your buck, right?
Yeah,
Is
right
that
now.
really
Let's
the
This
most
is gonna get the
efficient?
job done.
Is that
Vodka, bruh.
No, I'm saying Crystal Palace versus Tito's. Is that the most efficient?
Well, yeah, I mean,
don't-
it's cheap.
It's cheaper.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's cheap, and it's going to get me to the same exact place that fucking Tito's is.
Because I believe you also bought Tostados or Tortitos.
Tostitos?
Yeah, Tostitos.
Tornadoes?
Yeah, so maybe you only had
Toquitos?
enough. You had enough for one bottle of Tito's, or
I
you
had
had
plenty of
enough
money.
for Crystal Palace and
no, I literally just
Money
walked
was
up
not
the
the
counter.
issue,
You know,
it was
I just
just-
saw Crystal Palace. I'm like, let's get fucked.
Let's do this. This is the day I'm having. This is today.
Let's get wrecked.
I don't know fuck about shit. I'm so glad you
Cross.
said that, man.
Yeah, I didn't make that up. It's from something.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
Ozark.
Ozark. That was it. Yeah, Ozark, which I haven't watched, but I've heard is good.
So how do you know the line?
I
You don't know fuck about shit.
Some people
You're making
that
shit
I
up,
know.
dude.
No, some people that I know told me.
You
about
don't know
it.
shit about shit.
It's
No, you know what?
It's an inside joke. I'll just say
I
that.
learned some shit about Max last night. I'm pretty sure your uncle was the guy that got shot down.
Which one?
Or your great uncle or whatever. The guy that they
Oh,
Trump sent a bomb
yeah,
down.
yeah. It wasn't him, but I've got
He has Iranian ties.
Watch
Watch out, FBI.
He's
Yeah.
your fucking name.
I have
Oh
ties.
shit, we got
Yeah.
someone joining. We got.
We gotta watch out,
Oh
dude.
man,
I got
wow,
ties
we
on
got
a-
deep there.
Yeah.
Trump's gonna
we're
send a
getting deep.
missile
Max
to
got
this
Iranian
building.
ties.
Yeah,
like,
we're
oh, the
screwed.
shop, huh? What was that?
Right.
What was that? What did that used to be?
Sounds like.